Hello there, my name is Mark and I would like to inform you about the instructions for changing a squeegee blade on a Permalex holder. This is a small holder similar to the one that has been ordered by our distributor in Malaysia. First thing, wear gloves always when handling the Permalex squeegees. So wear gloves. Second thing is, for the Permalex squeegee change, you need to loosen the screws in this area. These screws right here, they're Phillips head screws, and it's important to make sure you have the right bit. Okay, this is a Phillips head 1 bit. It fits the screw head very nicely so it won't strip. You don't have to have an automatic screwdriver, but it's important to make sure the bit fits. Also, be sure that the squeegee is clean. Next, you just loosen the screws. Just loosen the screws a little bit. This bar is spring loaded, so it'll push open. Now you can remove your shim and your blade. When you put your new shim in, start with the shim first. Hold the squeegee upright. Drop the shim in, and it should be seated on these little pin references right here. There's one on the left and one on the right, and it hits those, and that sets a firm reference for the installation of the shim. For the blade, and both the shim and the blade, you want the labeling to point backwards opposite the solder paste. So when you put the blade in, you should hear it click and touch the two pin references. There's also a window, so if you look up closely, you can actually see the blue touching the pin. Then you center the blade left to right. There's a little air gap on the paste retainers. And while you're holding it in the vertical position with gravity pulling it down and it's resting on the pin references, just very gently tighten the screws. One. Now I'll use the automatic screw. I like it when it hits the end, it just turns a little and applies a small amount of locking torque. I've included a reference to this item on Amazon. It's a simple item to buy, and it's very useful for changing blades and getting the right bit, and it lasts a long time on one charge. That's the installation of a new blade. In the case of the order for Malaysia, the blade has a bend in it. Just remember, put the shim in first and just let the bend go backwards, and remember that you're looking to make sure the logo or the part number is facing backward at the bottom side, so that'll get your orientation correct. In the same way, you want both the shim first and the blade second to touch the reference pins, and then you tighten it carefully. And most importantly, just loosen screws. Don't remove them. If you happen to somebody makes a mistake and takes the screws out, this bar will come off, and there's little springs in there that can pop out. So it's important not to take the clamp bar off. If it does come off, you just have to get the springs and put them in the little holes. Alright, that completes the installation of the squeegee blade. Good luck with everything, and contact me if you have any questions.